Buena High School would like to welcome Tim Garcia and the Cougars from Ventura High School. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention please, in the stands and on the field, please rise for the national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so valiantly streaming. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
It is the special night in the fall when seemingly the entire town of Ventura turns out in either black and blue or gold and black for the 51st meeting of the ball between the Buena Bulldogs and the Ventura Cougars, this time with the 2014 Channel League Championship hanging in. Hello once again, friends. My name is Eric Edelhawk. I'm joined by Derry Eads high atop the press box at Buena High Stadium for this special presentation of the VCS Preps Game of the Week, courtesy of the Ventura County Star and Derry. Ventura coming into this game 8-1, 3-0 in Channel League play. Buena 5-4, 3-0 in Channel League play. Both of these teams will be playing in the CIF postseason in the Western Division. This not only for crosstown bragging rights, but for a league championship as well.
Yeah, between these two schools, with tonight, there'll be 4 of the last 6 Channel League championships decided by one of these two teams. And I tell you what, the way this rivalry is, it really doesn't matter whether it's for a Channel League championship or a CIF postseason appearance. This game means so much to both teams and the community.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could invite you.
Buena won the toss and elected to defer to the second half of play, so we will see the Ventura Cougars, who come into tonight's contest averaging near 400 yards of total offense on the season and a hair under 37 points. The first kickoff is short, fielded past the 25-yard line, taken out just shy of the 35, and so good field position for Ventura as the kick fielded by an up man. So this brings up that Cougar offense led by their quarterback Tyler Smith. Smith, a junior who saw his first taste of this rivalry last year as a sophomore. A game that Ventura won 31-0 over at Ventura High School. Look behind him to running back Tyler Peralta to be a major weapon for the Cougars offensively. The first play is a toss to Peralta, working the left side of the line, just able to get around the edge before being ushered out of bounds after a gain of 2, maybe 3 to set up 2nd down and 7.
Looked like that team kind of got out, that play got off to a little slow start. I don't know whether it's a kind of a bad snap or kind of miscommunication, but it's really slow to develop.
This is a Cougar team that has been putting up points by the bucketful in Channel League play. 44 against Santa Barbara, 63 against San Marcos, and 41 against Dos Pueblos. The snap high, fielded. The handoff on the draw. Not much space going beyond the line of scrimmage. Gain of 2, maybe 3. And this will bring up 3rd down and mid-range.
You talk about them scoring, and this, they're on pace to be the 2nd highest Ventura offense in its long history. Only the 2000 Ventura team, which averaged 42 points per game, has scored at a better pace.
On 3rd down and 4, screen pass, set up, complete at the 40, crossing midfield and into Buena territory on the reception. Catch made out of the backfield by Tommy Grossman for the first move of the sticks of the ball game for the Cougars.
21 for Buena, Oliveras. 1st down to the Cougars.
Grossman, one of the leading receiving targets on the ball game for Ventura and on the season as well. 1st and 10. Snap and the give is to the deep back Peralta. He gets a yard, maybe that, before being wrestled down the line of scrimmage by Robin Askew, but there's a flag on the play. Looked like there was high contact, and it'll be a personal foul levied against Buena. Perhaps a face mask, perhaps one of those blow to the head penalties, which the CIF, responsibly so, has been making such a big deal about in recent years, what with the increased awareness for concussions. It moves the ball just shy of the 30-yard line with the 2nd 1st down of the ball game for Ventura. Smith setting things up with receivers on either side of the set. Peralta the back behind him. Hand off to the left. Peralta stutter steps and it'll be swallowed up in the backfield. All over that, drops Peralta for a 3-yard loss. Make it 2 with the ball spotted at the 34-yard line. 4 yards thus far on 3 carries for Peralta. 2nd down and 12. This Buena defense, though they've been lit up over the course of the season, has been better in Channel League play. Long pass to the near side corner of the end zone. And it is incomplete.
Well, they took a long time to decide on that one.
A good idea to test down the near sideline as breaking free was Tommy Grossman. And that will bring up 3rd down and long on the 2nd pass play of the ball game. First misfire from Smith. Of course, Ventura in all white uniforms. Certainly a challenge when you have a white jersey with white numerals outlined only by the thinnest stripe of black. On 3rd and 12, the handoff for Peralta. Peralta, plenty of room. Passes the 25-yard line, hauled down just shy of the 1st down marker. And it looks like it'll set up 4th down and short on the 11-yard pickup. Derry, it has to be such a luxury for head coach Tim Garcia to have a back in Peralta that 3rd and long, it's still an option to run with it.
Yeah, it really has. And, you know, one of the things I really noticed is in the last 4 games, he hasn't, he's rushed like 15 to 19 times a game where he was used to doing 30 to 40. So his legs should be pretty
able to get around the corner there and pick up the 3rd first down on the drive. Ventura.
1st down to the Cougars.
Just on the edge of the Buena red zone. 2 yards on the pickup. 1st down and 10 at the 21-yard line. Peralta, 1,245 yards on the season coming into tonight with 16 touchdowns. Slant pass complete to the 10-yard line, tackled down where it'll be goal to go for Ventura, and looked like once again
22
Tommy Grossman working one-on-one off the edge, able to make the snag, good for 11 yards. And the first down for Ventura, goal to go, looking for the first points of the ball game. That's now 3 minutes old on the first possession. Broken I formation with motion across. Give is for Peralta. Flag flies in the vicinity of a hold as Peralta stumbles forward, falling down at the 5-yard line for a gain of 3 yards, but we wait for the laundry, and it is indeed a holding penalty against the Cougars. Now, Derry, so often in a rivalry game, it's the team that can keep its composure and avoid making the big mistakes that gets off to the best start in the ball game. So far, already a personal foul against Buena and a hold against Ventura.
Well, I think Ventura is just really confident with its offense right now.
As well they should be, now facing first and goal from the 17-yard line.
Wouldn't be surprised to give it to Peralta again.
Instead, it's a pass. Fade to the outside corner of the end zone. Caught for the Ventura touchdown.
Touchdown, Ventura.
Three minutes and 39 seconds into the ball game. 17-yard scoring strike to give the Cougars a 6-0 lead. On to attempt the extra point now. Will be the kicker, Christian Katak, as making the reception, Grossman, good for the 17-yard scoring play. The favorite target by far of Smith on the first drive and for the season as a whole, as Katak knocks through the extra point, and Ventura leads a full 7-0 with 8:21 to go here in the first quarter of play from Buena High Stadium. Now waiting for our opportunity to get the first look at this Buena offense, operated by senior captain Noah Martinez. Martinez taking over at the helm the last 2 weeks after an injury suffered by junior quarterback Martin Mijares, who started this year, played the first 7 games at QB for Buena, also got the start as a sophomore in the rivalry game between these two sides last year.
Well, that was a really good drive by Ventura. They really found that they throw some fades to the both corners. That has really worked for them. Definitely a point of emphasis.
Josh Cookson and Stephen Duarte, the deep men to receive for Buena, as Katak gets ready to boot it away. Katak, 5 of 6 from field goal range this year. It's a short pop-up kick that'll be fielded on a fair catch by one of the Bulldog upmen. Justin Rios waves the arm and able to secure the ball at the Bulldog 32-yard line.
Pleasant surprise that both teams did the same thing on kickoff. Just a kind of a pooch kick.
1st and 10 to the Bulldogs on their own 32.
Well, we've certainly seen Ventura over the course of the season get some big plays in special teams, and Buena has had that go their way as well. So now here is Martinez. Started the year as a secondary running back for the Bulldogs, calling the signals now, and on the first play will pass to the far sideline. Complete couple stutter steps, and ultimately twisting out of bounds after making the reception is Blake Burnett to the 41, maybe 42-yard line.
It's a kind of an amazing offense for him. He's played 21 of 32 passes for 273 yards. He's rushed for about 116 yards, and he's caught 38 passes this year.
Make it a 4 to set up 2nd down and 6. As Martinez in the pistol, fakes the handoff to Cookson, fakes the scramble near side, now fires to a man breaking across over the middle and making the sliding grab near midfield. Jordan Frazier with the reception.
Jordan Frazier with the reception from Martinez.
And it'll move the chains for the Bulldogs to the 49-yard line. 13 yards on the grab.
Lugo with the coverage for the Cat.
First snag of the ball game
First
for Frazier.
8 minutes, 1 second to play, first quarter.
The deep man in the backfield behind Martinez, as mentioned, Josh Cookson. Cookson with 925 yards on the season coming into tonight on 187 carries. Well, fumble on the play as Martinez looked to hand off to Cookson, pulled it back, lost it, scrambled for the ball, past the 45. Ventura pointing the direction, and they have it.
Fumble on the snap, recovered by Ventura, first and 10 to the Cougars.
Well, that was really odd. It came out of Noah's hands and went forward, and then it was just a mad scramble for the ball, a big scrum, and Ventura ended up getting it.
First and 10 for the Cougars from the Bulldog 44-yard line. Our first turnover of the ball game, and turnovers have been something that Ventura has absolutely feasted upon this season. That's now the fourth fumble recovery that this unit has been able to stack up on the year. They also have 13 interceptions. Peralta gets the handoff in the backfield.
What a blitz. Beautiful. Great call.
Mason Belling
on a stop for the Dogs.
stepping up from the linebacker position to send Peralta back for a loss of 3 yards.
3 yards loss in the play, second and 13.
He never had a shot.
Second down and 13. Trips to the near side of the formation. 3 linebackers. The give is once again to Peralta. Peralta picks up a yard. Quick whistle by the officials as forward progress is stalled at the 46-yard line. Drew Mathis leading the way in stopping up Peralta after a gain of only a yard. Sets up third down and long, although, Derry, we've seen already once in this ball game Ventura comfortable running Peralta off the outside tackle to set up a fourth down and manageable in a similar situation.
Yep. Well, you're really right on that last play. That was a quick whistle. I mean, he was still trying to go forward.
Pass to the near side, hauled in, and stepping out of bounds after making the grab is Chase Gardner, his first reception of the ball game.
Chase Gardner
out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Good for a gain of 8 on the reception, but it'll set up a 4 and 4 to go.
Well, they've just got that offense. I mean, it just so productive.
Tyler Smith setting his receivers and his line. Now we'll motion the running back out to the far flank.
Good
flat flies. Pass over the middle. What a catch made. Climbing the ladder. The tight end coming across over the middle to about the 25-yard line, making the grab, Zach Sauerwein. But a flag on the far sideline, so you wonder if perhaps Ventura lined up illegally.
Sauerwein with the reception.
I think it was a motion. The guy, Peralta was still kind of going forward a little bit when they snapped it.
That legal in Canadian football, but not in the U.S., and so now it becomes 4th down and 9, and a punting situation for the Cougars with 6:42 to go in the first quarter. Ventura already leading 7-0, but sees their opportunity after recovering a Bulldog fumble come up empty.
The official calls a little timeout. There must be something with the clock.
Comes up to the near sideline. Looks like we have things squared away now. Two men deep to return the punt, waiting at around their own 10-yard line for Buena. High side spiraling kick, fielded at the 11-yard line, breaking through 2 tackles and stumbling forward beyond the 15-yard line on the return.
Henderson with the return.
Is Hudson.
Palacios with the punt. First and 10 to Buena.
And now the Bulldogs with it 1st and 10 on their own 18-yard line. Derry, this just one of 6 league championships games being played across Ventura County tonight. Magic definitely in the air.
And there's a lot of third-place games that could have some significance, too, as far as possible at-large selections.
Play fake, looking for Connor Sagendorf. Incomplete on the attempted bubble screen by Martinez. It's his first misfire. They'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Now, what are some of those other third you mentioned that fans should be looking out for? Obviously, lots of excitement in Oxnard as the Yellow Jackets have already gone up 7-0 on Pacifica in the Pacific View League title game as the handoff goes to the deep back. And Cookson gets across the 25-yard line out to about the 28. Should be in the vicinity of a first down.
In the middle with a run.
And the officials stop for a measurement. No, they elect to give him the full 10 yards and the first down.
Well, you know, the Santa Barbara San Marcos game, third-place team, Santa Barbara wins that game, they're third place, and they will have a kind of an edge over Rio Mesa, which also finished, their season's over, and they're a 5-5 team, third place in Pacific View League.
Option by Martinez, strung out nicely down at the 30-yard line, making the play Brendan Cameron for Ventura.
And of course the Royal Camarillo game, the winner of that game has a chance to get into the playoffs also.
2nd and 8.
And it's going to be hard for the third place team in the Marmoni League to get in with St. Bonaventure, whether it's Oaks Christian or St. Bonaventure or even Moore Park.
As you mentioned, St. Bonaventure and Moore Park, no at the end of the first quarter in that ball game as Cookson takes the carry. Good for a yard, and will set up 3rd down and long.
And Fillmore versus Carpinteria. Fillmore could finish 7-3 and have an outside chance of getting a wild card also.
3rd down and 7 here.
Tell me nicely, otherwise I'll continue to mispronounce it.
We talk about the Ventura offense, but their defense has been every bit as effective this season. As Martinez back to pass, looking for an open spot.
What a nice catch.
Between the safety and the corners, but unable to haul it in is Blake Burnett. Good hit coming over the top from Cole Gamole. Flag comes late from the official on the far sideline.
Out of bounds. Flag on the play.
And it looks like it'll be an indication for a sideline warning against Ventura.
Sideline warning against the Cougars.
So now 4th
4
down and long.
Quarter.
And a punt situation coming up for Buena with 4:11 to go here in the first half of play.
Brings up 4th and 7.
Return man is Zach Sauerwein for Ventura. As you may note during the return, the ball is in the air. Fans lighting up their cell phones. As
and the Buena fans are too. They're going back and forth.
Punt down at the 45-yard line with a flag on the play.
Ventura.
We saw that last year in the Semi Royal game. Both fans in that rivalry did the same thing.
Isn't it amazing just how rivalries change over the years? You think back with college football and the card stunts that you used to see in years past where entire sections would hold up different to spell out certain words or shapes. As the holding penalty against Ventura will drop them back an extra 10 yards after the punt down at the 45-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to give a special thank you to Cronies Sports Grill, proud sponsor of Buena football.
Off the 29-yard line.
Fun and great food. After the game tonight at Crony
So that's where the Cougars will take over for their third drive of the ball game. Their defense doing a great job of getting the ball back. As mentioned, have only allowed 12.3 on the season for the Cougars. The Buena defense really lit up in the early part of their non-conference slate as the pass is a swing out to Tommy Grossman. Grossman able to cross the 35-yard line.
Oliveras with a stop on 22, Tommy Grossman.
Big hit draws the approval in blue partisans. But Grossman's grab is good for 8 yards and will set up second down and short. Certainly has been the favored target. Here's the snap, is over the head of Smith. He'll dive back on it inside the 20-yard line. A couple Bulldogs trying to get their hooks in back, but a good job by the junior signal caller to and be the first one on it. A major loss on the play sets up third down and way long at the Cougar 18-yard line. Buena has been very good defensively, though, about forcing and recovering fumbles. Caused 12 fumbles this season, recovering 9 of them, their preferred method of takeaway on this 2014 season. Third down and 21. Handoff for Peralta. Peralta met in the backfield, able to pick up a couple yards after initial contact, but will be brought down just over the 20-yard line and bring up another Ventura punt as the clock churns with 2:40 remaining here in the first quarter.
The Buena defense, they're really doing a pretty good job on Peralta, especially through the outside. You know, they're bringing their corners and really kind of stopping right at the line of scrimmage.
Josh Devia, Anthony Tennyson, the two deep to return for the Bulldogs, as not much pressure on the punt. Be fielded, Ideville at the 50. Breaks through the 40-yard line, will be brought down just shy of the 35, and great field position for the Bulldogs. First time they cross into Ventura territory. The Cougar 36, trailing 7-0.
Boy, you got to think this is just a huge series for Buena. Boy, if they can kind of cash in on this, it really kind of turns this game on its tail.
Martinez, as Derry mentioned, has seen time at running back, receiver as well as quarterback this year. Slings one too hot to handle on the inside route over the middle. Second down and 10.
Sagador falls incomplete. Second and 10.
Buena has been a consistent offense for much of the season. There's only been one instance that's been held under 20 points, and that was a game played at Rio Mesa before the start of Channel League play. Fake handoff for Cookson. Martinez able to keep it forward, past the 35-yard line to the 34.
Gain of 3 on the play.
You know, I came in this game kind of thinking this is going to be just a big game for the running backs. And, boy, we just haven't seen it.
It's interesting. It's almost as if both the coaches, Tim Gutierrez for Buena, Tim Garcia for Ventura, not quite ready to put the ball game in the hands of their horses just yet, as Martinez on third down, motioning, throwing deep. He's got a receiver open the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Buena! Connor MacArthur hauls in the 33-yard score, and we're an extra point away from a tie ball game.
Boy, that was a great rollout by Noah. You have to respect him as far as running the ball, and he just kept waiting for his receiver to keep on going, and he just delivered a really nice pass on the run.
For MacArthur, it's his third touchdown reception of the season. Martinez, his second TD toss of the year. He looks like he's been throwing them all season long, though, with the expertise and ease that you mentioned, Derry, that
Sidney Cruft with a kick.
he was able to sling it. Cruft completes the scoring play to square our score 7-7 with 1:25 to go in the first quarter on the VCS Preps Game of the Week, brought to you by the Ventura County Star. Quick look at the scoreboard for other championship games of note. Westlake currently holding a 14-0 lead over Oaks Christian. 7:23 remaining in the first quarter of that one as of last update. And after one quarter, the battle for Gonzales Road is all even at sevens between Oxnard and Pacifica. The Tritons 9-0, looking for their first championship in the PVL in school history tonight. So Sidney Cruft ready to kick it away for Buena. It's another high, short pop-up kick. It'll be fielded just over the 30-yard line, crossing the 35 on the return. Grossman will be brought down.
Justin Rios,
the 37-yard line.
Yeah, I saw on the internet last week where they had a college set up for a short kick like that. They had 6 guys gather, all kind of in a circle, and you didn't know which guy came out with the ball. They scored on it.
On first down, the handoff goes for Peralta. Peralta over the left side, loose helmet on the play.
Yeah,
looks like a Bulldogs without a hat, but Peralta able to bash forward 7 yards to the 44-yard line. You know, Derry, it's funny you mentioned that. You know, I went to high school in Michigan, and there was a school noted on kickoff returns. Everybody wore the black forearm sleeves and would come together in a star formation, and everybody would come out looking like they're holding the ball. And, of course, with the black forearm sleeves, you could never tell who had it. No such trickery here as handoff around the left side. Coming back from the hold is taking the handoff. Yep. Wide receiver Chase Gardner.
Dogs, number 9. Flag on the play.
And the indication given to the far sideline to Coach Garcia's crew as to who the guilty party is on the hold for the Cougars. Ventura flagged 3 times for 25 yards in penalties so far in the ball game.
Ventura backing up 10.
Of course, back in the old days, they had the old wedge, and that was insane.
It's amazing how the game evolves, not only in terms of student sections holding up cell phone lights, but don't see the triple option much anymore, as it's all really about the spread and pass, as the attempted find of Roger Palacios to the 35-yard line, too hot to handle, bring up third down and long with 27.6 to go here in the first quarter.
3rd and 17 to the Cougars.
Boy, you know, Ventura's coming up with a lot of 3rd and longs already. 27 seconds left in the first.
Smith takes the snap, sets up the screen. Peralta, lots of running room, able to get beyond the 40-yard line. Be marked down there after a gain
Peralta with the ball
of 10 yards, but it'll be 7 yards shy of a first down as we
with the stop for the Dogs.
hit the break
Mason King
here at Buena Stadium.
7.
Officially now, through one quarter, your score. Buena Bulldogs 7, Ventura Cougars 7. The Cougars 17-yard touchdown pass from Tyler Smith to Tommy Grossman. The Bulldogs respond with a beautiful 33-yard bomb from Martinez to Connor MacArthur. And now Buena poised to get the ball back to begin our second quarter of action. Eric Evelhawk, Derry Eads with you here on the VCS Preps Game of the Week with the Ventura County Star. You know, Derry, we've talked a lot about championship games and history, and this an opportunity for history for Buena to claim their first Channel League championship and their first win against Ventura since 2009. But
VCS
Think about
Live.
over the hill on the other
Buena
side of the
Ventura
county.
game now
What about Simi Valley
online.
getting the opportunity to play for a league championship against Calabasas? It's been a long time since either program's had a chance to claim that.
For Calabasas especially, they went on that real long streak where they didn't win a game. I think they lost like 48 straight games at one stretch, and boy, they just didn't win a Marmoni League game for several years.
Fair catch called for, and can't come up with it.
Bounced
It's
right
a
out.
turnover on a muff right into the arms of the Ventura up man. Coming up, making the play for the Cougars, Anthony Thompson.
1st and 10 for the Cougars.
And it's the second Bulldog turnover of the ball game. They've lost a pair of fumbles now as the deep man Tennyson unable to field the punt. First from the Buena 24-yard line for this Cougar offense. Thus far, have been forced to punt 3 times. Smith, toss to the outside. Peralta, all kinds of running room, a flag thrown, probably because there was holding. It's in the vicinity of it. And that's something, Derry, that you certainly risk when you run to the edge as much as Ventura's been doing thus far.
Yep.
Particularly if
Januska,
officials are going to be
Cougars.
tight about it. Got to be very sure that you're not getting the hands on the outside of the shoulder pads as the holding indication is made. Ball will be moved back to the 30-yard line. It will be 1st down and 16 as the hold occurs 4 yards downfield. Linebacker blitz, nicely picked up. Smith takes a big lick, but able to complete the pass to the 15-yard line. Nice sliding catch made by who else? Tommy
22
Grossman.
the receiver, Ventura.
Grossman comes
Tommy
up
Grossman.
with his 4th grab of the ball game. Ball put
First and
down
10
at
to
the
Ventura.
13-yard line, will it? $17 yards on the completion. 1st down, Ventura. 7-7 ball game. The handoff to the deep back, Peralta. Peralta off the right edge, able to battle his way down to the 10-yard line. Good for a pickup of 3. 2nd down.
Vargas and Mathis on the stop for the Dogs. Peralta with the carry. 2nd and 7.
Well, he's only had 3 carries for over 3 yards. A couple times stopped in the backfield.
Only seen 1 run from him as well thus far that's gone for double-digit yards. Doing a nice job of limiting him. As on the draw, the give, met right in the hole. No spot to go for Peralta. No quarter as the
Mathis and
linebacker,
O'Brien on the stop for the Dogs.
Drew
Peralta up
Mathis,
the middle.
there to make the stop and
No
set up
gain.
3rd
Pressure,
down
1 yard
and
gain to play,
6.
3rd and 6.
Smith with a back behind it. Will pass. The throw in and out of the hands, but a flag falls.
2 flags. That's got to be pass interference.
Josh Davila on the coverage. Flag on the
Grossman
play.
and Josh Davila. There for Buena. But it'll be a pass interference penalty
Sauer,
in the
intended
end
receiver.
zone. It'll give the Cougars a 1st down at the 4-yard
Pass
line.
interference against the Bulldogs.
So 1st down and
No,
goal.
it's not 1st down. It's 3rd down.
Not 1st down, still 3rd down. Interesting. Well, they told the yard marker of where to stand go away. And now he's being moved back by the officials. So now 3rd down and 1 to go. Ventura needs to get to the 3, line up in an offset I formation. Motion across, give up the middle. Peralta should have the first down.
Stopped at the midline.
Pretty
Tyler
close.
Oliveras for the
Pretty
Dogs.
close. Looks like they may measure this one. Nope. They're saying it's 4th down.
Duffner with the assist, number 63.
They are going to measure it.
4th and inches to Ventura.
Very close, and so now we will confirm with the chain gang coming across. That Westlake Oaks Christian game has reached the end of the first quarter with the Warriors leading it 14-0. As the stretch of the sticks
Short.
shows that the Cougars are a matter of chain links away from a first down. What do you think here, Derry? Is Tim Garcia much of a riverboat gambler?
I think he goes with his big stud Peralta on this one.
Peralta has been so vital to this team all season.
This is either Peralta runs or it's a fake into the line and Tyler Smith passes.
Well, the Cougars will go for it. Once again, offset I formation. Out to the near sideline, though, one-on-one isolation. The give will be for Peralta, and he'll take it around the right side into the end zone for the Ventura touchdown.
Touchdown, Ventura.
4-yard score on the run by Peralta. His 17th trip to the paint on the season, and the Cougars lead 13-7 with 9:22 to go in the second quarter. So bring Christian Katak out, looking to add the extra point. Talked about his success in the field goal kicking aspect. He's been every bit as good as far as the extra points. Adding that one has now made 37 of 42 point afters on the year. And Ventura leads for the second time in the ball game, 14-7.
Well, what a big turnover that was on that punt return.
The muffed punt sets it all up for the Cougars inside the Buena 30-yard line. And on 4th down and inches, Peralta scores his first touchdown of the game. $9:22 to go, second quarter.
Katak with a kick.
One of those third-place games, Derry, that you mentioned to have a watch at. Royal and Camarillo as a whistle before the short pop kick.
Offsides against Ventura.
Ventura offside, leaving early
Re-kick back
on
to
the short kick. Royal leading Camarillo 7-6.
I've got a feeling that could be a really good game.
Really fun with the clash of styles, too. You know, River Mesa, the nice ground running back for Royal. Camarillo, seemingly always having fun throwing the ball around.
Yeah, and you know, if they could get the running backs healthy, I know Isaiah Otis, he's been kind of hurt, not at full strength.
So we'll try it again, and Katak's kick will be fielded just shy of the 15-yard line. And a nice field shoestring bring down.
Duarte with return.
As Duarte will be brought down at the 24-yard line on the play by Josh Januska and special teams. And so
Buena
Buena begins at their own 24-yard line.
24.
Trailing 14-7. Well, Ventura's first touchdown drive of the ball game started on their own side of the 50. Buena on with a tie for the same. Martinez fakes the option.
Nice play.
Sets up the screen to Connor Sagendorf.
Martinez finds Connor Sagendorf.
Who will be taken down at the 28-yard line. Good for a gain of 4. Boy, and they're really doing, Derry, a lot to make sure that the linebackers are watching out for that running back, Josh.
Well, that play kind of gives Noah Martinez a little bit of confidence, too. You know, he had like 3 straight completions. Got that, you know, it's take another breath and let's go.
Motion across the formation. Martinez fakes the handoff to Cookson. Will take it himself. Stop just shy of the 30-yard line. Tackle made in the defensive line
Martinez
for Ventura.
Reed with the stop, number
by
68
Hernandez.
for Ventura.
Well, that's really great to have for any team, is to have a quarterback who
35.
you've got to really respect as both a runner and a passer. And that's what Buena and Martinez.
3rd down and 5. Martinez pumps, stiff arm to get away from the man, throwing long downfield, and it is
short.
just underthrown. Sliding effort made by Steven Duarte.
Boy, he had the man open, too.
Martinez with a
About
scramble.
a yard or 2 shy, and it'll be a 3-and-out and punting situation
Looking for
for
Duarte,
Buena.
falls incomplete. 4th and 5.
As Mason Belling back to punt.
It's basically the same play they had when they scored their touchdown. Noah goes on a kind of a roll out to the right and finds the receiver cutting across the field.
As the snap is low. Belling, good job fielding it, able to get it away. The punt will be fielded at the 40-yard line by Grossman. Grossman cut back at the 50-yard line, rips through a couple tacklers, then will be brought down from behind on the play by MacArthur.
Number 22, Tommy Grossman. Flag on the play.
I wonder if the flag there,
It's got to be against Ventura.
Block in the back, perhaps?
Yep. Just as the returner was cutting back to the inside, I think is when they saw the illegal block in the back.
Official strides to the near side. It's a personal foul face mask against Ventura.
Personal foul against the
Wow,
face mask.
you don't really see that very often on offense.
It's the first personal foul against Ventura on the ball game.
They're what?
It's
It's their first personal foul penalty called against them. It's the 5th penalty on the ball game.
They've had a couple holding penalties
by the
on
varsity
Ventura.
cheerleaders as well as the pride of the Gold Coast, the Buena High School marching band.
So now 1st down from the Cougar 38-yard line.
In fact, they had it down over there when they were really in good chance to score. They took them down to the 20.
Toss to the outside. Stretch run crossing the 45
what a
yard line.
play.
Reverse field. Uh-oh. Whole lot of room to the 30. 25-20. Cutback, spin, and finally brought down just shy of the 16-yard line. What a play by
45.
Josh Januska.
45 yards.
The ball carrier.
Officials come together once again. Don't see any laundry on the field.
Morales with the stop for the Dogs.
Well, that was like a Tyler Ebell type of a run. For that 45-yard run, he ran about 70.
Indication was a sideline warning against Ventura. Remember, they've already been warned, so it's a sideline infraction. The Cougars 5 yards. Of course, bringing the name of Tyler Ebell up. Reminder
Sideline
of
warning against the Cougars.
huge CIF season for the Cougars so many years ago. Buena fans remember it that season as well, though. Frey Kiwaho and company, the only team that blemished the Cougars that year. On first down and 10 from the 22-yard line. Handoff up the middle.
Mathis with a stop on Peralta.
As Peralta able to pick up about 4 on the carry. Second down and 6 as we're inside 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. 14 Here's the lead and the ball. Smith checking with his receivers. Slot man moves in tighter. 4-3 Buena defense sees the stretch run to the outside by Peralta. Tries a cutback, 3 black shirts there to swallow him as he reaches the edge for a gain of 1, maybe 2.
Peralta the ball carrier. Vargas.
Have a scoring update.
Michelin on the stop for the Dogs.
In the Pacific View League title game.
As well as
Oxnard
Mason Beeling.
back in front once more.
3rd and 5.
14-7 thanks to a 40-yard touchdown run by quarterback Dalton Pagano. 3rd down and 5 now for Ventura. Smith will pass, complete at the 20. And brought down just shy of the 10 after making the snag on Gardner. But a flag thrown in the middle of the field. And the officials will be quick to say it'll be picked up. Waved off. It would have been an eligible man downfield, but verified that he was able to get the ball back. Ball will now be placed on the 12-yard line. And it's good for a Ventura first down.
I think it was the left tackle was right on the line of scrimmage, but the pass was kind of like behind the line of scrimmage, so like it's not an eligible man downfield.
Big moment for the Buena defense as it's a swing to the outside. Complete. Shoved out of bounds at the line on the reception.
Cameron Carroll on the push out of number 5.
As Gardner comes up with another grab in space. Second down, 5, maybe 6 to go. The Cougars looking for the first multi-possession lead of the ball game. The handoff. Busting through is Peralta, falling forward just shy of the 5-yard line to the 6.
Michelin on the stop on Peralta, the ball carrier. 1 yard gain on the play, 3rd and 4.
So 3rd down and 4 now. Buena. Working with 3 down line. Safety blitz shown, here it comes. Pass, underthrown, looking for the quick out to the far corner. And this will bring up 4th down on the attempted find for Garner.
Buena defender really kind of got in between Smith and the receiver. So really, Smith really had a really thin line to find the receiver.
So it'll be a 23-yard field goal attempt coming up here for Christian Kontak. Remember, Kontak 5 of 6 of field goals on the season is made from 45. So you'd think 23 yards, no problem. Plenty of distance.
Field goal by Cantor.
And it's good.
3 points more for Ventura.
Extends the Ventura lead to 10, 17-7 with 4:42 to play in the first half here on the VCS Preps Game of the Week. 51st meeting between Ventura and Buena.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget
All-time series controlled by the Cougars.
Some Buena action wear.
26-24, although that certainly has swung in the last decade or so, with Ventura winning 13 of the 14 meetings between these two teams.
Yeah, it's been tough going ever since Rick Scott left the program. Went over to Rio Mesa. There was one season where they were 0-10, and they really kind of struggled for a few years, and kind of got it back when Cliff Farrar took over the program in the last decade.
And now it's Tim Gutierrez attempting to build more on the Buena football legacy as the kick return goes out the 25-yard line to the 26.
Stephen Duarte with the
Buena's got 11 Channel League championships underneath its belt.
First and 10 to Buena on their own 25, 4 minutes 30
Most of those
seconds.
when Rick Scott was coaching.
Of course, the last Channel League championship, Derry, coming in 2009.
Folks, don't forget the word cronies means friends. Stop by
That
Cronies
one-
Sports Grill for breakfast, lunch,
One
or dinner.
thanks to a
Service
squad that
around.
used an ineligible player. The Seraphs still in the Channel League at that point, actually won all 5 games, but the record books don't show that. As the pass by Martinez is incomplete. Underthrows Burnett.
Martinez looking for Burnett, falls incomplete.
Bumped from behind on the play by Michael Lugo, just letting him know he's there. It'll bring up second down and 10. Both of these teams will be headed to the CIF postseason in the Western Division.
You know, outside that one 33-yard touchdown pass, things have just been going tough going for the Buena offense.
Martinez under pressure, pass, and it is dropped at the 31-yard line. Boy, Stephen Duarte did a nice job coming back to the ball, had to get into a real low crouch.
Incomplete, third.
And he had his own receiver also running toward him. So, I mean, there's two guys in the defense guy going right at the same spot. It's tough to concentrate on that play.
Tough play, and especially a tough throw, too, for Martinez, stopping and throwing back against his body. It's a throw that the likes of Brett Favre certainly famous for, but very rare is the kind of arm where you can throw against the grain with regular success.
Well, he's kind of thrown on his back foot. He had a kind of a defender right on top of him, too.
So Ventura now takes their first time out of the ball game with 4 minutes, 21 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Sensing an opportunity, leading it already 17-7, but now Buena in 3rd down and 10. This is a Cougar team that has just run away from Channel League opposition. And for Cougar fans, the number 17, if they can pick up anything more than that, have to feel remarkably confident. They've only given up 17 points twice this season. That's the most they've given up. Opening weekend against Rigetti, a 42-17 win over the Warriors, as well as their one loss of the season to Camarillo, 17-7. But now it's 3rd down and 10 from the Buena 25-yard line. Cookson stands to the right of Martinez, trips out to the right side of the formation. Only one down lineman Two defensive ends up in a crouch, and they'll speed rush. Pocket collapsing. Martinez throws over the middle. It's tipped and incomplete.
Boy, I tell you, if the pretty close to still being completed.
Connor Sagendorf got a hand on it. Working back behind was that. It would have been one of those magical SEC tip plays that we've seen in recent seasons.
Kind of like the immaculate reception with Franco Harris.
Yep. But to the dismay of the black and blue, it's an incompletion. 4th down and 10, and now another punt coming up here. And over-ender takes a high spike hop. It'll be fielded at the 40-yard line, and a nice lassoing tackle made at the 46-yard line. And so that's where the Cougars will begin offensively with 4:03 to go here in the second quarter, and 2 timeouts remaining, leading it by 10. An update
The Cougars
from over on Gonzalez Road.
46-yard line.
Pacifica has tied that Pacific View League Championship game up at 14s against Oxnard, with quarterback Aiden Buda-Salas scoring on a 1-yard run.
Boy, he is a big man for a quarterback.
Play fake by Smith, caught in Buena territory at the 49-yard line. Reminds me of former SEC quarterback at the University of Kentucky, Jared Lorenzen.
Reception.
Just one of those big players that
2nd and 6.
didn't listen to the coach when he said he wanted to put him on the line. It's like, Coach, I can actually play quarterback. Salas has certainly done so to great effect this season on an unbeaten Triton team. 2nd down and 6. Smith back to pass, rolling, fires wide open at the 45-yard line. The 35, nice spin move, getting to the 30-yard line on the reception.
Vargas and Neville on the stop. Palacios with the reception.
Palacios
1st down, Ventura.
picks up the 1st down to the 29-yard line.
I've got Tyler Smith at 11 of 14 for 124 yards.
Very solid. Here in his 2nd season as a signal caller for the Cougars. Peralta takes the handoff. And will get beyond the 30-yard line to the 29 for a gain of 1 before being driven back by the black and blue. Inside of 3:30 to go.
Jake Coleman, number 72, with a stop on Peralta.
Have an update in the Tri-Valley League title game. Of course, Nordhoff taking on Bishop Diego, unbeaten Bishop Diego. The Rangers, 2-time defending CIF champions, now leading in that game 14-0. As Peralta crashes over the left side of the line to about the 22.
Vargas on the stop.
Good for a gain
It's Peralta.
of 7 yards.
7-yard gain on the play. It's
Sets up 3rd
3.
down and 3.
Nordhoff finally kind of, they were missing their quarterback and Hirsch, the running back linebacker for a good deal of the season.
Handoff for Peralta, busts through the line, and they won't touch him. Touchdown, Cougars! Peralta with his 2nd score of the game. The Cougar fans on the far sideline light off the yellow smoke like they're a European soccer support section. 23-7 Ventura. Honestly, Derry, I think a lot of the Buena students have to be upset because they didn't think of doing something like that first.
Or maybe they just didn't have the opportunity first.
Cadac's kick is up and good.
PAT is good.
24-7 with 2:25 to go in the 3rd quarter, and cameraman Anthony Placentia, there you go. There's that big yellow cloud coming from the Cougar student section on the far sideline here at Buena High Stadium.
Boy, those stands are packed over there.
They've just finally gotten everybody within the confines of the stadium. Not only are both of the stands jammed, but if you look around the track to the outside, almost every length of the fence has a body occupying it at least one deep. Truly, the entire town of Ventura turned out for the 51st edition.
And there's a kind of a mound over there near the baseball dugout where people are standing up to on another level.
Thus far, it's the black and gold that's been most happy with the result. As Kandak will kick this one deep to the 10-yard line. It's fielded by Cookson. Cookson gets away from one, then runs into his own return man. Help on the block up front will be taken down. Forward progress to the 20-yard line, and Derry, it's been something that Buena's had to deal with all but one time in the ball game, and that's starting on their own side of the 50-yard line. And in particular, all the drives here in this second quarter have come with the Bulldogs having to go at the very least 70 yards if they want to try and score. Tough to do against any team, much less one of the best defenses in Ventura County. As the handoff goes for Cookson. Cookson around the left sideline gets out of bounds at the 25-yard line for a gain of 5.
Cookson pushed out by number 20.
Boy, they haven't given him much opportunity to carry the ball. I've got him for only 3 carries so far in this game. I thought sure he would he'd have 20, 25 carries this game.
Sure makes it tough, though, to keep the running game going when you're trailing, as the Bulldogs are. Time of the essence. Got to keep diverse, as lurching forward across the 35 is Martinez.
First down, Buena.
Picks up the Bulldog first down to the 33-yard line. Clock stops for the move of the chains and now churns again with 2:05 and it rolling. Remaining in the first half. Cookson will carry again. Bulldogs might have something going with this run here, as he's brought down just shy of the 40-yard line. Good for a gain of 7 yards on the run.
Well, I mean, Ventura's looking to stop the pass. I mean, if you're only going to gain 5 yards per carry running, they're not really worried about that. The clock's against you right now. Wayne's got to do something through the air.
4-down linemen. There's 2 linebackers as Martinez backing up, now throws complete at the 40-yard move to make the first man miss. Diving forward just shy of the 50-yard line. Connor Sagendorf. He's been effective so far. Derry for the Bulldogs, making pass receptions at the edge. This one good for a first down to the 49.
Boy, you know, that's a risky pass to throw. You're backpedaling, and you're throwing to the sideline. Boy, that's throwing an interception.
Remember, Buena has all 3 of their timeouts as Martinez takes the snap under fire, throws on the run, intercepted at the 45-yard line. Boy, that one was an absolute gift, wrapped for Captain Michael Lugo.
Interception.
Just sitting there in zone coverage.
Michael Lugo, first down, Ventura.
Snatches it for the 3rd turnover of the ball game by this Ventura defense.
Boy, 56 seconds, that's a lot of time for Ventura to put to within at least field goal range.
And as we've mentioned, Kandak with the 45-yard long. 2 timeouts remaining for Ventura. Certainly not out of the realm of possibility.
And we've seen him really throw the fades to the sideline.
Smith's pass to the far sideline. Looking once again for his favorite target, Grossman, but Moises Vargas there to break it up.
Broke up by Vargas, number 1 for Buena. Incomplete.
Second down and 10, 48.9 to go in the first half.
From that play, the receiver had to kind of wait on the ball. He just thrown about another 5 yards further down. That could have been a touchdown.
Smith sets up a screen.
Well, I thought that was going to be intercepted.
Drew Mathis read it like he read his English book.
With a stop.
Ripping him down at the 44-yard line. Clock continues to churn now. Third down and 13. And now the Cougars content to slow things down here and take this one to halftime with a comfortable lead. Handoff for Peralta. Peralta breaks through to the second level, spins away from a tackler, crossing the 40 to the 35, and Peralta gets out of bounds at the 34-yard line with 4.1
chased out of bounds by number 22, Mason Beeling.
remaining.
4 seconds to play in the half.
Here in the first half of play.
First down, Ventura.
Be a 50-plus yard field goal from here, so let's test the arm of Tyler Smith. Instead, maybe not. Timeout taken by the Cougars. It's their second of the half. And so they will talk it over.
Special shout out to the Buena Bulldog junior varsity team beating Ventura yesterday 49-14.
It's thus an opportunity to check a couple other scores elsewhere around the county. Halftime, Santa Paula and Santa Clara tied at 7. Noah Magana, a 42-yard touchdown run in the second quarter for the Cardinals. At the half, St. Bonaventure all over Moore Park, 34-7. Moore Park's touchdown, a 99-yard kickoff return by Zane Pope. It's as long as you can return one here in high school football. Other scores, Thousand Oaks, Newbury Park,
Buena.
Tied at 14
There's
after
going
the
to be
end of the first quarter.
Game featuring the alumni, December the
And
13th,
Westlake
6 p.m. right here.
Having their way with their rival Oaks
More
Christian
on
Lions,
VHSBulldogFootball.com
28-0.
or the Ventura website.
Just over 2 minutes before halftime as of last update. So now Smith will get to heave. Throws deep into coverage, intercepted at the goal line. This will be returned, crossing the 10-yard line and swallowed up by white shirts after the pick is Tyler Oliveras, just back playing free safety
Tyler
there.
Oliveras, flag on the play.
As flags fly. You got two pieces of laundry out between the 30 and the 35-yard line. Wonder if it may be a sideline warning against Buena. Coach Gutierrez out for an explanation. The official give an indication of a dead ball, personal foul with an ejection against Buena. So on that play, the Bulldogs get a turnover, but they'll be without one of their players for the second half of action.
And the first round of the playoffs.
What's that?
And the first round of the playoffs.
So we will certainly be looking to see who the ejected for Buena as we're at halftime here from Buena High Stadium. The visiting Ventura Cougars, winner of 13 of the last 15 meetings between these two teams, in the driver's seat here, leading it 24-7. This is the VCS Preps Game of the Week, brought to you by the Ventura County Star.
Ladies and gentlemen, your varsity cheerleaders. Once again, give it up for Buena High School varsity cheerleaders. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your own Buena High School marching band. The marching band is part of a comprehensive music program offered at Buena, including loud jazz ensemble, concert band, beginning instruments, string orchestra, color guard, drumline, studio jazz, and wind ensemble. Buena High School marching band director is Mr. Daniel Algazi. Instructional staff includes Paul Percy, Phil Idle, Izzy Rivera, Richard Ramos, Rob Guzman, Stacy Cook. The Buena High School music program would like to thank Principal Mike Irving and the administrators, Athletic Director Craig Williams, the coaches, ASB Director Ben Takeda, Lupi Gallegos, and the custodial staff for all of their support in and around Buena. We would also like to thank the parents of the Buena Music Association, the BMA, for their tireless efforts to keep the music alive and well at BHS in the Ventura Unified School District. Throughout the school year, the Buena Music Association runs dozens of funnel cake fundraisers at events such as the Ventura County Fair, the Oxnard Salsa Festival, the California Strawberry Festival, the Port Hueneme Banana Festival, and Ojai Days. The BMA also sponsors food nights, chili cook-off, e-waste, and many other events to keep the program up and running. As you can see, once again, the Buena High School marching band is wearing their new uniforms. Buena High School marching band, part of the Gold Coast, was a 2012 SCSBOA championship finalist. Tonight, they will present their entire 2014 production entitled Accidentally in a Heartbeat. Music by Box 6, composed by John Mapes and Ian Crome. I have a question. Drum majors, Joanne Kadai, Amber Walton. The question on all of our minds is your band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the pride of the Gold Coast, the Buena High School Marching Band, and accidentally on a heartbeat. gentlemen, the pride of the Gold Coast, the Buena High School marching band. Ladies and gentlemen, during the third quarter, the football boosters will be raffling a sterling silver paw bracelet and pendant, a boutonniere and a corsage from Sweet Peas, and a bunch of Buena gear. $1 a ticket, $1 a ticket. Support your Bulldogs. Ladies and gentlemen, your Bulldogs.
Second half action in the 2014 Backyard Brawl getting ready to get underway between the host Buena Bulldogs and the Ventura Cougars. Ventura holding a 24 lead through the first 24 minutes of action. Eric Evelhawk, Derry Eads, cameraman Anthony Placentia with you high atop Buena High Stadium for this Channel League Championship contest in Derry. We look at that first half of action, and to me, to you, we both agree the turnovers tell the story. 3 by Buena in the opening half of action, 2 of them that Ventura makes hurt particularly.
Well, no bigger one was that muffed punt return that Ventura covered on the Buena 24. Up to that point, Buena had held them 3 and out, 3 straight possessions after that Ventura scored on its first possession. And then after that recovered fumble, Ventura scores on 3 straight possessions. It's a whole different ballgame.
Scoring summary for the first half, Ventura took a lead on a 17-yard pass from Tyler Smith to his favorite receiving target in the first half, Tommy Grossman. Gave Ventura a 7-0 lead. Buena would tie it with 1:25 to go in the first quarter as Noah Martinez found Connor MacArthur for a 33-yard touchdown pass. Ventura went back in front on a 4-yard touchdown run by Tyler Peralta, 9:22 to go in the second quarter. That on a 4th down and short, and then got a 24-yard field goal from their kicker, Christian Kontak, with 4:42 to play in the second quarter, and Peralta broke off a 22-yard touch with 2:25 remaining in the first half. Derry, what were some of the big numbers that stood out for you in the opening half of play, aside from the turnovers?
Well, Tyler Peralta, Ventura rushed 20 times for 92 yards.
Before the end of the third quarter,
and most of that came in his last 2 carries. He had 2 carries for 22 yards. Buena had actually done a pretty good job on. Of those 20 carries, 12 of them were for 3 yards or less. And Ventura quarterback Tyler Smith completed 12 of 17 passes for 121 yards, and then had that 1 interception.
So Buena, after deferring, winning the toss, in the opening half of action. We'll have it to start half two as the Bulldog fans and students lighting up their crosstown rivals as we get ready for contact to kick the ball away to begin the second half of action. The officials together and speaking at the side of the 50-yard line. Of course, on the last play of the first half, interception thrown by Smith. Really not anything that you can pin on him. It's one of those where last play of the half got to throw it to the end zone. An interception on the play for Buena, but on the return, there was a personal foul and ejection penalty levied against the Bulldogs. So you wonder if they're discussing here maybe what their focus is going to be as far as enforcement and to keep this game from getting too chippy here in the second half.
It's not like they didn't have time between the second and third quarters to discuss this.
Well, hey, maybe
what are they doing? What are they doing?
Maybe they wanted to see the wonderful Buena band. Quite a performance put on by the pride of Buena. But with the personal foul penalty on that return, that means that the Cougars will be kicking off from the Buena 45-yard line. And knowing the leg that Kadak has, wouldn't surprise me if he just loads up and maybe takes a shot at the uprights here.
I wouldn't be surprised if he pooches this one.
We did see that.
Quite a bit of it, and he pooches it, and Ventura, Buena's not going to get great field possession if he does.
Line drive kick bounces into the end zone with a flag before. We've seen
Ventura?
this before. Ventura flagged one side on a kick.
Territory because the penalty assessed at the end of the second quarter.
Are we going to start this quarter here, Eric?
Hey, I'm waiting, Derek.
Sometime. Let's get started here.
The Buena student section in front of us has already done their blue and white balloon stunt. The yellow-shirted Cougar fans across the way jumped up and down. He's ready to get this started as we are.
Joe Curley tweeted about the streaker.
Yes, of course. Not going to show you that on the broadcast, but apparently there was something not appropriate for a family publication or broadcast written on a pumpkin about Ventura. Ooh, that's a dangerous field at the 3-yard line, but a stretch return to the near side. Ball's out on the fumble. Battle for it inside the 5-yard line, and Ventura comes away with it. My goodness. It goes from bad to worse for Buena to begin the second half of action. The Cougars will have it. 1st and goal to go from the 7-yard line.
Wow.
4th turnover of the ball game for the Bulldogs.
Ventura.
Yeah, the Buena return man almost had it on getting the ball to begin with.
1st down, 7-yard line.
Tried to make something big and lost control of the ball.
So 24-7 in Ventura, an opportunity to build on that. Just 10 seconds into the start of the second half of play following the turnover. Offset I formation. There's Tyler Peralta, feature back for the Cougars. Can't catch the edge of the line. Strings him out. Helped on the play by Josh Davila.
Tension in the stadium. Use of any kinds of powders in the air is a violation.
No gain on the play.
Please do not disseminate any baby powder products into the air or use of any laser devices. Thank you.
Well, there goes the fun of the European-style soccer support as crashing through the middle for 3 is Peralta, remembering in the first half that Ventura and a nice yellow cloud of smoke go up.
Peralta, 3rd and 4.
Baby powder after they scored a touchdown the first half of play. Now 3rd down and goal from the 4. Handoff goes for Peralta. Cuts it back, will be chopped down just shy of the goal line. Submarine hit
number 21 on Peralta.
on the play. Tyler Olivares. And now 4th down, goal to go from the 1. It's a gift possession. If you miss, Buena's got to go 99 yards, might as well go for it. The give for Peralta, powering through the heart of the line into the end zone for the Cougar touchdown. Third of the ball game for Peralta, 30-7 Ventura, 10:35 to go, third quarter. It's the second touchdown run by Peralta on fourth down in the ball game. And man, for a Buena team that looking to build momentum, build belief coming out of the locker room in the second half of play, knowing they're getting the ball back, turn it over on the kickoff is
Kanthak adds 1 point to the board.
Adds the extra point. Their fourth turnover of the ball game turned in to a touchdown to make it 31-7.
Boy, that's two turnovers on special teams, something that you never figure is going to happen. Maybe once in games maybe. But to do it twice in the same game.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, be on the lookout for the Buena Boosters.
Deep in your own territory.
Dollar raffle tickets.
That's just
for
a killer.
Prizes, including a sterling silver bracelet and pendant.
So it'll be Josh Cookson and as well as deep to return. And this game, we talk about how close this rivalry has been over the years. There have been some seasons, though, where Ventura has absolutely dominated this game, much as they did last year in posting a donut against the Dogs. Take a look back through some of the meetings the last 10 years between these two teams as the second half rolls along. Contacts kick to the far sideline, dropped by Cookson, but Fields crossing the 15 to the 20-yard line where he will be bottled up and brought down about the 22.
Cookson with a return.
So first time in the second half that Noah Martinez gets the opportunity to take the field for the Bulldogs.
First and 10 to Buena.
Senior single caller.
The thing is, when they lost Minjares, it took away one of their great receivers. Because Noah Martinez was really one of their top receivers. It really takes a lot out of their offense to miss those two guys.
The hand is for Cookson. Cookson catches the edge, runs out of bounds, across the 25-yard line, 26, maybe 27. And indeed, to your point, Derry, Martinez had a pair of 100-plus yard receiving games. 7 grabs, 109 yards, and 2 scores against, as well as a 120-yard receiving evening on 8 grabs with a touchdown early in the season against Simi Valley. As on second down, the carry for Cookson once again. He stopped at the line of scrimmage, which was the 25-yard line. So now, third down and long, third down and 8. We saw Buena have success running the football near the end of the first half. Martinez now back to pass. A lot of time. Sets his feet, throws, finds MacArthur on the near sideline.
Martinez finds number 84.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Very close.
Januska with a push out.
To a first down reception is Januska. 2 paws to the back plate. Knocks him out of bounds, but it's good for 8 yards on the grab, and the Bulldog first down. Remember MacArthur, the 33-yard lone scoring catch for the boys in black and blue. In action, 9:30, clock rolling to play here in the third quarter. The motion man is Duarte.
Another fumble.
Martinez once again struggling on that zone read attempt, fake handoff with Cookson. Martinez able to fall on it. Goes for a loss of about 5 yards.
Loss in the play, second and 15.
Second down and 15. it says a lot about the skill of Martinez that as a football player, he's able to take over at the quarterback spot. And those zone reads are tough, even for a quarterback that does them regularly. Throws over the middle. Nice reception by MacArthur. Climbing the ladder, taken down at the 50-yard line. Good for a gain of 22 yards and a Bulldog first down. And boy, MacArthur has been his favorite target when he's tried to go deep against this Cougar defense. He's hooked up with him for receptions of 25-plus yards. 1st and 10 from midfield. 3 linebackers for this Ventura defense. Straight quarterback dive. Taken up the middle by Martinez for a gain of 9 to the 41-yard line.
Moran with a stop, number 43 for the Cougars. 2nd and 1.
Be 2nd down and 1. Handoff for Cookson. Ventura all over it. With a fake on the sweep that led to the fumble. Does not fool the Cougars. The second time, Buena tries to run it on the drive as in the backfield to swallow up. So we take a quick look at the Pacific View League Championship game. 3rd quarter, 21-21 score, all even, as Salas threw a 63-yard touchdown to Alex Hernandez. Pass over the middle, tipped and intercepted at the 30-yard line. 2nd interception of the ball game for the Ventura defense. Running room crossing the 50. Cut back at the 45-yard line to the 35 and brought down at the 28-yard line. It ricocheted off a set of hands.
Keenan Moran stopped by number 80 for Buena.
Picked off by Keenan Moran.
That's Keenan's 7th interception of the season.
Moran has been an absolute ball hawk for the Cougars, and Ventura, we mentioned, Derry, early on in the ball game, coming into tonight, 13 INTs. I didn't know that Cougars enjoyed pickles so much. Their fans certainly have tonight. Handoff for Peralta. Spins his way out of one tackle, won't get out of the second attempt, as he is dumped down
Eric Mitchell with the
to the turf of the play by Eric Mitchell.
Initial contact made by number 22, Mason Beeling.
2nd down and 9.
Gain of 1 of the play, 2nd and 9.
We mentioned Nordoff taking on Bishop Diego in the Tri-Valley title game. As of halftime, score now 21-14 in favor of the Rangers as the toss for Peralta on the outside, and he'll get all the way to the corner and into the end zone for a 27-yard Cougar touchdown.
Januska.
Correction, that's Josh Januska taking the carry on the play. Apology on the misidentification. You'll have to bear with me. White numbers on white uniforms makes it difficult.
It does.
I know that Oregon's made the crazy uniforms the cool thing to do, but you know, for broadcasters like you and I, Derry, like writer Joe Curley, who's covering the game for the Ventura County Star here,
hey, for the fans,
makes it difficult.
It's for the fans, and I really think it should be against CIF rules.
And the PAT is good.
And we're just not Ventura. There are schools throughout Ventura County that have the same type situation. Buena's uniforms are kind of a little blurry at times to see. So we're not talking about one team, we're talking about a bunch of teams, not only Ventura County, but throughout the state.
And wings after the game tonight. Please join us.
I remember covering the Thousand Oaks game earlier this year when they had their blackout uniforms on, and I mean, sure, they look really cool, black with black numerals, neon green trim, but next to impossible to pick out.
Well, I think a Newbury Park game had something like that, and I know for years Oak Park had kind of a white on white or a white on a very light yellow.
I mean, I'm not saying don't go with the matte black helmets or the chrome face masks if you want to do that. If you want to do that, great. If you want to have Zubaz pants like the Cougars have had this year, that's awesome too.
Just do away with the numbers.
Exactly. So the numbers are readable. Make them Zubaz numbers. Cookson fielding from the 10, gets beyond the 20-yard line. Will be taken down at about the 23-yard line. And, boy, this Ventura defense in all white has been like an avalanche.
Could be kind of like an eye exam. You see all the green dots and the red dots in between. You've got to figure out, is that 7 or is that 23?
6 minutes, 20
Got to hope
seconds
that the
to play.
quarterback doesn't have color blindness.
Yeah.
Bulldog
Is
fans.
that a receiver or is that an offensive lineman I'm throwing to?
Bulldog students trying to get Buena back into this ball game as Martinez faked the handoff for Cookson, strung out to the near sideline where he is helmeted out of play by
Brendan Cameron.
Good for a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards. They'll give him 3 to the 26-yard line.
1 yard gain in play, 2nd and 9.
2nd down and 7.
3 yard gain in the plays. 2nd and 7.
38-7, Ventura leading with 5:45 and the clock running here in the third quarter. Martinez back to pass, throws, complete once again, looking for Connor MacArthur, but I'm sure you noticed there that there were 3 white shirts in the vicinity. Michael Lugo, Keenan Moran, as well as help on the outside from the defensive back, Josh Januska. They are paying particular attention.
Well, it's tough to be a quarterback after you've been like a wide receiver, running back, and you're not used to picking up the reads that the defense is going. And you're probably only looking for one receiver. You're not looking at a secondary guy.
Pass on the slant beyond the 35-yard line. Catch good. Brought in by Connor Sagendorf. First time that we've really seen the Bulldogs get Sagendorf into the offense downfield. He's been primarily used as a screen and bubble receiver as Cookson takes the draw handoff. Counter stretching to the left side. Gets beyond the line of scrimmage for about 1. 2nd down and 9.
Who about the stop for Ventura? Cookson, the ball carrier.
Take a look at some other scores around the county. St. Bonaventure, well on the way to picking up a victory over Moore Park, 41-14. Ryan Pench just caught a 12-yard touchdown pass for Royal, but Camarillo leading it 21-14 there. As Martinez stretching to the near sideline, can't get to the 40-yard line.
Stop at Martinez.
Stopped at the 39. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards. Ventura working with only 3 down linemen, almost daring Buena to run on them now, working in the nickel package. Snap for Martinez, under fire. Cox throws deep downfield into coverage. One-hand snare, and it is good for a big grab by Blake Burnett. That is a highlight reel haul-in for number 5 in black and blue.
Well, we haven't heard his number at all tonight.
Burnett 3 times 100-plus yards receiving on the season. No performance better than his 11 reception, 150-yard evening against Rio Mesa. Twice he's taken in 2 scores on a ball game. Picking up a pair of touchdowns against Pacifica and Royal, and a big catch there to bring it 1st and 10 from the 25.
Oh.
Pass for Burnett on the slant, too hot to handle. Can't haul it in, perhaps hearing footsteps at the 15-yard line. 2nd down and 10. You have to like, though, Derry, coaching staff immediately going back to him, trying to get him back in rhythm and as a critical part of this offense so the Cougars can't key as much on MacArthur.
Right.
2nd down and 10. Trips to the far side. Cookson, the tailback, to the left of Martinez. Again, just 3 down linemen for Ventura, so the Bulldogs run at him. Cookson passes the 25-yard line. Gain of 1, maybe 2. And it'll set up 3rd down and long.
Number 44, Michael Lugo. 3rd and 9.
Lugo, who had an interception in the ball game already. 3rd down and 9.
See Martin Mihar sideline with crutches. Number 13.
Martinez, pocket holds, all kinds of time, throw, looking for Burnett, and it's tipped and incomplete.
Boy, he had all kinds of time to throw.
2 white vicinity. Burnett still nearly able to make a play on the ball game, and
Martinez,
as you mentioned, Martin Mijares,
his pass falls incomplete.
your heart just has to go out to a player
72, Jake Coleman.
As a junior, started the first 7 games of the season at quarterback for the Bulldogs here before going out with an injury. There's a flag on the far sideline. But the good thing for Mijares is he'll have an opportunity to play this game one more time, except it'll be over at Larrabee next year. Officials still conferring on the far sideline. Coach Tim Garcia and staff venturing out to get in a word edgewise. Pacific View League title game. It's a multi-possession lead for the first time as after Pacifica is intercepted, Raymond Caldera races 65 yards for a touchdown. The Jackets leading it 34-21. 49 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter there.
That's really surprising, because Pacifica came into this game, had one of the best defenses in Ventura County. We always had thought about, the great Pacifica offenses over the years, but defense was really probably their number 1 thing this year.
That certainly was the question coming into this game. How would their defense be able to deal with the rugged triple option running game of Oxnard, as indication of a penalty for sideline infraction against Ventura.
Again, 3rd time tonight.
I do believe there was also an indication for an unsportsmanlike conduct as well. So the ball will be placed now at the 11-yard line. And so Buena now with an opportunity here again, given second life by the Cougar penalty with 3:07 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Our first final of the night is in, by the way. Agora defeats rival Oak Park as Josh Cookson cuts back to the outside and scores the Buena touchdown. 11-yard run by Josh Cookson. His 7th rushing touchdown of the season. And the Dogs with their 2nd score of the evening. Sidney Croft on to kick the extra point with 3:02 to play here in the 3rd quarter. It is up on the way and no good. So Croft can't connect on the extra point, and our score remains Ventura 38, Buena 13.
PAT is no good. Score stands 38-13 Ventura.
Well, that was a really nice drive by Buena from its own 23-yard line, the big 36-yard completion to the sideline, and then certainly helped a couple penalties on Ventura.
And you certainly have to be happy as well for a senior like Josh Cookson in his last opportunity to take on rival Ventura, reaching the end zone. Certainly something that he'll remember and treasure. Buena taking their time to get out from the sideline and boot the ball away.
You got to wonder whether they've got something planned here.
Well, I look at the people coming out on the kickoff team for Buena, and Moises Vargas, Connor Sagendorf, as well as Noah Martinez are lined up to the left of the kicker, Cruft, although
Ventura's moving over to adapt for it.
The strength of the unit is down here to the near side. Onside kick attempt. It's popped up. This is a
Ventura ball
fair
goes
ball.
out of bounds. Ventura
touched out of bounds off the hands of big number 52, Austin Litton.
Onside kick, knocked out of bounds.
Did go the requisite 10 yards before Litton got the mitts on it. And that's
First and
where
10
the
for the
Cougars
Cougars.
will get the ball at their own
49-yard
49-yard line where Litton made the initial touch. Of course, you cannot fumble or push a ball forward out of bounds to gain yardage.
kind of looked like it was a volleyball pass out of bounds.
So more good field position for Ventura. Hard count draws a couple flinches from the Buena front. But the handoff now will be for Peralta. Peralta slashed through the middle. Mathis, the first man on the scene.
Drew
able
Mathis
to
with the stop on
push
Januska,
forward
Pack of Dogs with
About the
assist.
43, maybe 42-yard line. Good for a gain of 8 yards on the run.
Gretchen Peralta with a carry.
I've got Peralta now with 26
Second and 2.
carries for 108 yards.
Having an evening to remember is feature back Tyler Peralta. He's already scored twice. Takes the handoff again and able to pick up a first down to about the 36-yard line.
Peralta the carry. Davila and Rios with the stop for the Dogs. First down, Ventura.
You know, you look back at some of the performances by running backs in this series for Ventura. You know, last year, Peralta, 28 carries, went for 165 yards as Smith able to get away from pressure, fall forward for a couple yards to the 34-yard line. Good for a gain of 2. Second down and 8.
Seth Sweeney with the stop on the quarterback, Tyler.
To
Second and 8.
2011. Connor Armstrong, 82 yards and a touchdown rushing for Ventura. Toss play. This is Januska, I believe, or is it Peralta? Again, white on whites.
Januska brought down by
It is
Carroll
Januska
and
getting the
Vargas
carry down
for
to the
Dogs.
20-yard line.
First
Good for a
down,
gain
Ventura.
of 14. 2010 for the Cougars. Running back Connor Armstrong, 35 carries, 181 yards and 2 scores. Toss play, breaking through and into the end zone for the Ventura touchdown.
Ventura, Chase Gardner, number 5.
Chase Gardner, the receiver on the flanker sweep, scores his first touchdown of the ball game. 44-13 Cougars. Contact for the extra point.
PAT
Knocks
is
it through.
good.
45-13 with 1:09 to go here in the third
Couple of
quarter.
coming up between the third and the fourth. Stand by.
Another score coming into us right now after the third quarter. Westlake looks in good position to wrap up that Marmonte League championship, leading Oaks Christian 35-7. Of course, Oaks Christian, so many
Once again, ladies and gentlemen,
very
at the
young
bottom of the program
underclassmen
tonight, hold tight. We'll be doing a drawing
at
between
key
the
skill
third and fourth
positions
quarter.
for that squad,
I want to
but
draw your attention to
Starting at quarterback with
49,
the fresh.
sponsors.
still
Wow.
surprising to see that scoreline of 35-7 between those two teams who have
Highland
been
Packers, beautiful
perennial
day.
powers.
Well, that's going to
Portable
be
linen and party rental.
likely the
We all
end
it.
of Oaks
And the list
Christian's
goes on and on. We wanna
season.
thank
For the
those
first time in
sponsors
program history,
who support
they
Bulldog
won't make the
football.
playoffs. And Bill Riddell's return to the program after a couple years' absence.
Kickoff will be fielded by Cookson at the 11. Cut back to the 20. He'll be brought down, going out of bounds there. Yeah, and Riddell's a bum. Can't even get Oaks Christian
Josh
back to the
Cookson with the
playoffs
return.
after coming back.
Boy,
He only won how many CIF titles?
they lost a lot of guys,
First and 10. the
not
Bulldogs.
only through graduation, but he had a bunch of guys transferring, like Derek and Darnay Holmes went to Newbury Park. Theo Howard went to Westlake. And then he lost his offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator. So there's a big change in the Oaks Christian program during the offseason.
And with the carry, gets out to the 26-yard line. Gain of 6 on the run. Sets up second down and 4. Got to know, though, that those Lions may have
5-yard
suffered
gain,
a
second and 5.
unfamiliar setback this season. They're going to be dangerous next year. They're going to be even more dangerous in 2 years. On second down, another Cookson carry trying to get the corner, and he'll be ushered out of bounds before he can reach it.
Cookson again.
Derry, we were talking about the meeting between Pacifica and Oxnard, and the Yellow Jackets have seized control of it. Ray Caldera breaks off an 80-yard run for a touchdown. Unofficially 307 yards and 4 touchdowns tonight as the Jackets have opened a 41-21 lead. Boy, that's, no pun intended, looking like a real stinging loss coming this evening for the previously unbeaten Pacifica Tritons.
Well, it's still a great season for them.
With the reception, picks up the first down to the 42-yard line. They're certainly going to be a threat to contend with in the postseason as well.
Noah Martinez finds him first down. Buena.
With their passing game and good defense, except for tonight, they are a
Campbell on the
threat.
stop.
Cookson another carry.
Cookson, the ball carrier, pushed out.
Out of
50-yard
bounds,
line.
near Ventura territory. They'll give him the 49-yard line.
The fact that Pacifica was ranked in their division for a good part of the season means they'll get a pretty good draw for the playoffs. They won't get a top 4, but they won't have to face like a league champion in the first round. They might even get a home game.
Second down and 3 coming here.
Ventura will have a home game next week, unless something dramatically changes.
Well, that'd be something to see. Cookson carries for the first down to the 47-yard line as we reach the end of the third quarter here at Buena High Stadium. Ventura takes advantage of a fumble on the second half opening kickoff. Tyler Peralta takes it in a yard for a score. The Cougars tack on 3 touchdowns
Ladies and gentlemen,
in
you've got
quarter
a
number
program
3
tonight.
and lead it
Return to our
45 to
visitors
13,
page,
headed to the
Closet Printing.
4th on the
Number
VCS
20.
Preps Game of the Week
On that page,
from the
you have
Ventura
the
County
principals
Star.
for Ventura High School and Buena High School. Val Wyatt, Mike Irving on page 20.
Now we start
That's what, 5 turnovers for Buena?
Once again,
5
Closet
turnovers.
Printing. If you have the principal's signature
Watching
for both Ventura
college
and Buena High
football
School,
last
Val
weekend,
Wyatt,
West
Mike
Virginia
Irving
almost able to
on
get out of
page
jail
20.
committing that many turnovers
Come
against
to the booth.
Texas Christian
With that
University,
ring,
but it's
you'll authenticate the
never
signatures
easy
and you'll win your prize.
to win when you're giving the ball over that much, particularly against one of the best defenses here in the 805. The Cougars, they've created turnovers all season long, now with 15 interceptions on the year, as well as 6 fumble recoveries.
You have those signatures. Come to the window. Do not try to enter the booth. Come to the window and show us the page.
First down and 10 from the 47-yard line as Martinez steps up into the pocket, uncorks a deep one, looking for Burnett, overshoots him by 3 yards. He had him. Couple
Martinez
steps
looking for
behind
number
his
5. Blake
parking
Burnett
man.
wasn't complete.
That was actually one of the best passes
Second and
I've
10.
seen Noah Martinez throw tonight. Boy, that had a lot of zip.
It's been one of the few times where he's been able to
your
step
raffle
up
tickets out.
into the
Our
pocket
raffle
as
tickets.
well. We've seen a lot of
Yeah, if you have
instances
signatures
with
of the
the
principal,
great
page
pressure that
20, come
Ventura
to
has
the
been able to
window.
put on him,
The announcer's
mainly
booth.
using just the defensive
Come to the
line.
window.
A lot of throwing off the back foot, a lot of
Yep.
throwing on the run.
Exactly.
Nice
Throwing on the
arm.
run, he's not done too bad about.
Yeah.
If he just can get that extra time to throw.
I mean, on the run in particular, you think about the 33-yard touchdown pass he threw to MacArthur. He's on the run again here, looking for help. Uncorks a deep one. It's a little bit underthrown. Battle for it, and a nice
incomplete.
job playing defensive back
Martinez's pass falls in
by Burnett on the play.
Intended for number 5.
Real battle for possession there is, again,
Get your raffle tickets out.
Rolling on the run.
5590470.
Cole Gamoli there,
5590470.
battling with
You win
Burnett
yourself a sterling silver
for the ball.
pendant and bracelet.
But man, Deuce, that's a
5590470.
45-yard pass thrown on the run
Off
with
balance.
hardly being able to get your feet set.
Miley wins it.
Timeout
Skip
taken
Beauty
by the
standing
Bulldogs
here.
with 11:37 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Bracelet
Hey,
and
Noah Martinez has
a
got to be a
necklace.
tired young man. He's been on the run.
Sterling silver garter on
If
the
he's
way
not
out.
throwing the ball, he's running it.
Take a look at a couple more scores. We haven't touched in much on the Simi Valley Calabasas meeting, but the Pioneers leading
the
that one
program giveaway.
37-19
Patricia,
at the end of the
thank you for
third
supporting
quarter.
Bulldog football.
Drew Moore with a couple touchdown runs. Germani
Right.
Brown has a
Another
77-yard
rapid rise,
interception
rapid rise.
return for touchdown for the Coyotes.
Well, it was just a few
Booter,
weeks ago that
Corsage, your choice.
Moore had 5 touchdowns in the game.
5590393. 5590393.
It's going to be fun to see how those teams perform.
5590393.
in the
Come to
postseason.
announcer's window.
Well, having Davis Pinkston healthy once again has really made a big difference for Simi Valley. And this has got to be a season that Calabasas will remember for a long time.
Memory serves, Deuce, this will be only the second league championship, should the Pioneers be able to hold, in program history. Swing out pass, complete at the 35-yard line. Nice grab made by Connor Sagendorf, ushered out of bounds by Rico Stubbs.
Push out on Sagendorf with the reception. First down, Buena.
And it really is remarkable what Casey Clausen's been able to do with the Coyotes.
Yeah, you look at in their young program, they've got
Come to the window.
like a sophomore wide receiver that everybody loves. And a young quarterback, sophomore.
Burnett makes the grab, makes a couple moves, gets to the 30-yard line. Good for a gain of 5. Second down and 5.
Burnett around the referee.
Yeah, Calabasas is a program that's going to be around for a while too.
2nd and 5.
Ventura's doing a lot of substituting here.
Spreading the playing time, spreading the experience around. Always good to have players in rhythm with playing competitive game action going into the postseason.
Well, and get your starters rested also for
starters rested, and worst case scenario of you certainly hope to see any injuries not happen. They do. At least the guys playing behind them with experience, and hey, they get to play in a rivalry game as well.
Yep.
Cookson carried for no gain. 3rd down and 5. You have another final in. Boy, how about those Grace Brethren Lancers?
10-0.
John McConnell is a winner.
51-14. They attack Malibu. Just a special year for football in Simi Valley as Martinez able to elude pressure after the short snap.
Oh, man, he evades another guy.
The throw is just a little bit too tall for his intended target, Stephen Duarte. And 4th down and 5 coming up here, Derry, but you can't help but be impressed by the guts, the guile, and the skill of Noah. Imagine what he would have been able to do as a quarterback if he started playing the position to start out.
It's the summer.
But it goes to 5,
it's a whole summer. But we're talking about Mahars is a very good quarterback, and we'll be seeing him next year.
5-5-9-0-3-9-5.
4th down and 5. Bulldogs need to get to the 25-yard line. Time for Martinez, now losing it. The pass thrown incomplete. He was looking for Josh Cookson on the play, tipped away by Michael Lugo, and Buena turns it over on downs with 9:52 remaining in the 4th quarter. Ventura leading 45-13.
Turnover on downs, 1st and 10.
Yeah, if you're putting up Noah Martinez for possible all-channel league, where are you going to put him?
Take your pick.
We're going to make you walk back.
I think you probably got to look at him as a wide receiver because that's where he made his biggest impact.
Well, hey, why not give him the old Cordell Stewart designation? Why not just call him a slash? A little bit of everything.
That's what you do when you buy a lot of tickets.
We see a lot of all-state teams where they pick athletes. That's a new position, athlete. It's running back slash defensive back slash kicker slash everything else.
Tyler Smith stopped for a loss of 4 yards. Looked like may not have been ready for the snap, but took it anyway.
5-5-9-0-4-0-6. 9-9. Excuse
the
me.
margin
5-5,
between
9-0.
these two teams, 32 points right now, as the handoff to the deep back. Busting through the 2nd level, still fighting beyond the 45-yard line, driving the pile all the way into Buena territory to the 49-yard line. Tyler Peralta, 26 yards on the carry and continues to add to a special evening.
I've got him 28 carries for 141 yards.
Now, we've been talking about some of the great performances in recent years by Ventura running backs in this game, as taking the carry and being pushed out of bounds for no gain on the play is wide receiver Chase Gardner.
No gain on the play.
Looking back through the years, in the last 10 years for Ventura, the best performance that they've gotten from a running back in this rivalry game came back in 2007, as handoff goes up the middle to Peralta to the 46-yard line. In that 2007 meeting, Ventura won it 40-14, and Brandon Dorr went for 200 yards and 3 scores on 27 carries. That Ventura team went 4-1 in the Channel League, making the postseason as passing. The throw, and it is caught but out of bounds. As Smith puts a little bit too much air under it for Tommy Grossman. Grossman, who's been largely
And that was
quiet
last
since
winner
the
tonight. Thank you for everyone
opening
participating in the
half
raffle.
of
It's
play.
great
He
Bulldog
had
football.
the game-opening touchdown reception. It's now 3rd down and 7.
Well, there just haven't been very many passes thrown, period, in this half by Ventura.
Well, they haven't had to. And a timeout will be taken here. It's actually 4th down.
Timeout
The
to
dial it
Ventura.
down a little bit slow.
Don't forget again, folks, after the game tonight, please join us
Down
at Crony Sports Grill for great food,
field
great
side.
drinks, and a wrap up of today's Ventura County football highlights.
But with 8:09 to go here
Wings for over 20 years.
in the
Ventura
4th
Star
quarter,
Readers
and
Bowl.
Ventura
Go to Crony Sports Grill, the
holding a
best sports grill
45
in the county.
13 lead.
Locations of Ventura, Camarillo, Simi, Newberry Park, and
Take a look at
Cronies
a couple other games from around the county. As of our last update, Camarillo with a 28-20 lead
also calling all alumni
over Royal.
of
That game, of
Ventura
course,
and
important
Buena High Schools.
for positioning
There'll be an
to
alumni football
potentially
game
secure
here,
a
December
playoff spot.
13th at 6 p.m. That is here
Well,
at Buena Stadium.
Camarillo wins, and it'll be 6-4.
Check Buena High School Bulldog Football. That's
And I would
BHS.
think they would have a shot.
BulldogFootball.com or the Ventura Alumni website for the rules
I was looking over, and there's like
of
about
the alumni football
7
game.
teams in
December
that
the 13th.
division that were kind of like in the mix for a at-large selection in that division going into the final week of the season. Oops, offsides.
So on 4th down and 7,
Terry does a little shift and catches Buena to jump.
it'll now be 4th down and 2 on the offside draw.
Well, now they bring the offense back out.
The 45 points that Ventura has put up in this ball game thus far, the most that they have put up against the Bulldogs in at least the last 10 years. Handoff and taken for a 1st down to about the 37-yard line on the run by Josh Januska.
Jordan Frazier.
Cougars keep the chains
Feeling
churning.
on the stop for the Dogs.
Hey, Januska has 89 yards and 4 carries.
Handoff goes to Peralta. Peralta taken out just shy of the 30 at the 32, maybe 31-yard line. Wouldn't that be something if you could get
Grossman, the ball carrier.
2 backs with 100-yard evenings? Of course, Januska has been more of the big play hitter out of the backfield for the Cougars.
And that one really big 45-yard run.
Handoff. Deep back. Taken for 1st
Jake
down
Wilson,
yardage
number
to
50
the
with a stop.
25-yard line. Good for a yard gain and a 1st down. Peralta.
1st and 10 to Ventura.
Handoff once again. And man, just a cavernous hole at the line now
Mason Beeling, stop on Peralta.
for Peralta
2nd and
and
6.
the Cougar running backs at this point. 4 yards on the carry, sets up 2nd down and 6.
Well, you kind of wonder, when you take Peralta out of here, he's already had 32 carries for 164 yards.
Handoff goes for Peralta again and again. Nice crease created by the big bodies on the line.
Stop. Peralta.
enabling Peralta to pick up 5 on the carry and set up 3rd down and 1, and you can mark it down officially. The Westlake Warriors have won their 2nd straight Marmonte League championship with a 35-7 win over Oaks Christian as Peralta scuttled just shy of the 1st down marker.
Number 22 for
Bring
the
up
Dodge.
4th down and
5
1.
minutes, 50 seconds to play in the football game.
St. Bonaventure with a 47-14 win to close out their regular season against Moore Park. 4th and 1, the Cougars will go for it. Handoff for Peralta. Picks the corner, picks the 1st down inside the 10. To the 8. Needed 1, picked up 8 for the 1st down.
Peralta has 100 yards or more in 16 of his last 17 games. Tonight he has 35 for 180 yards.
And off to the deep back once again. Picking up 2 yards to the 6. You can see why, Derry, this Ventura team has been very comfortable all year long, running plays at about a 66 to
Oliveris with a stop on Peralta.
34% run preference.
2nd and 6.
These teams have been rather similar as far as that goes. Play action fake here. Smith pass too hot to handle and too tall for his intended target.
Palacios
Sets up 3rd down and goal.
Receiver falls incomplete, 3rd and 6.
As Palacios can't come up with it. If you're Ventura, why are you still throwing now?
I don't know.
Smith takes the 3rd and goal snap, handoff. Nice cutback, spin move, brought down just shy of the goal line.
Peralta the 1 yard line.
Peralta.
4th and 1.
4th down, goal to go at the 1. Peralta into the end zone again. Touchdown Ventura. 51-13. This is an evening that will long live in the memory for the lads of Larrabee. Contact there to add the extra point. You know, before tonight's contest, previous high that Ventura had put up against Buena
PAT is good.
was back in 2005, as the extra point is good. Make it 52-13 with 4:07. That 2005 team for Ventura beat the Bulldogs 41-6 to finishing the year 11-2 with playoff wins over Culver City and Camarillo before losing to Moore Park 14-7.
Well, that's when they had a really great passing game.
Yep, senior Lee Mondel throwing for 185 yards and 3 scores in the game.
They had Robbie Leith was the wide receiver.
Leith, 3 grabs, 44 yards, and a touchdown in the ball game.
If I remember correctly, that year Ventura actually had a chance to beat St. Bonaventure. They had a lead on them into the 3rd quarter, and I think they had a turnover in St. Bonaventure territory, and that was just all St. Bonaventure needed to come back to win.
Big play on the kick return. This is Tennyson into Ventura territory. Finally corralled at the 47-yard line. There's some special teams excitement for Buena.
We've got a running clock.
Stop at the 43. First down, Buena.
The clock is running.
Of course, with it being more than a 35-point deficit here in the fourth quarter, the clock runs no matter. So 2:30, and the time churning, and you can be sure as a lot of the Buena students now heading for the exits here, expect to see a running clock contest tonight. Handoff for Cookson. Lurches beyond the 45 to the 44. Gain of 3.
Cookson stopped by
I certainly
McDermott.
thought this would be a lot closer game, and I think Lauren predicted this was going to be about a 7-point
three,
game in
second
favor
and
of
7.
Ventura. So much emotion in this game, and we talked about earlier that a fumble recovery on the muff punt in the second quarter really turned things around.
Well, and if that wasn't the difference in and of itself, is taking the handoff, Cookson out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Josh Cookson.
Manners certainly weren't helped by fumbling the kickoff
Barry Bear
to start the second half of play and give first and goal to go to Ventura at the 7-yard line. Buena trailing 4-7 at the half at that point. The hill became rather mountainous in that third quarter for the Cougars. With their performance as Cookson carries inside the 25 to the 24. Under a minute to go here.
Number 4. First down, Buena. Correction, second down.
Boy, the Cougar student section bedecked in the yellow shirts have been on their game all evening long in supporting the boys.
Fumble.
Cookson the carry. Ball comes free, but it's ruled down by contact by the officials.
That could be the last play of the game.
Cookson at the middle, first
Now
down
singing
this
that
time, Buena.
famous Steam song about saying goodbye for the evening. They've been also chanting maybe next year, and of course the famous I believe that we will win. Easy to believe that you'll win when you're up 52-13 as Martinez escapes a sack. He'll take it to the 10, to the 5, dive to the corner. Does he get the pylon?
No.
Out of bounds at the 1-yard line as time expires. And the
Martinez
Ventura Cougars once
Into the
more
corner.
claim
That is the football game.
the
City
championship of Ventura City. The Suzanne Brown Memorial Trophy remains at Ventura High School for the 6th consecutive season.
And it's the third Channel League championship in the last 4 years for Ventura High.
This is a Cougar program that has stepped to the forefront with the emigration of the St. Bonaventure Seraphs to the Marmonte League, supremacy in their city, supremacy in the league, with a 52-13 final tonight over Buena. This is certainly one of the more historical results that this showdown has seen within the last decade.
Well, they just won it with all facets of the game. You know, Peralta had a great game rushing. The defense came up with 5 turnovers, I believe. Tyler Smith was kind of efficient. Didn't really need to throw the ball very much in the second half. You know, so he did his job, and just a great ball game for Ventura all the way around. Buena played pretty tough, you know, especially in the first half. I mean, they did a pretty good job against Peralta. Like we were saying, 12 of Peralta's first 20 carries were 3 yards or less. And we're talking about that opening kickoff fumble recovery. Well, they made Ventura run the ball 4 times to get a touchdown from the 7-yard line. So tough loss for Buena, but they played pretty hard.
Buena finishes the regular season 4-6, 3-1 in Channel League play. They will be advancing to the CIF Southern Section Western Division postseason. And one of the things that you mentioned, in addition to playing tough, one of the best running attacks in all of Ventura County, they can also take solace as well in knowing that outside of this game against they've been playing some very good football of late and have put themselves into position to where they can make some noise in the playoffs. And with the play that we've seen from Nunez, with particular his connections with Connor MacArthur, the 33-yard touchdown grab, as well as in the second half getting Blake Burnett involved in the offense, got some good things to build on moving into the second season.
Yeah, they just have to kind of find something that they can do offensively in the next round, because I'm sure that there's been some scouts looking at them in this game and figuring that if they put some pressure on Noah Martinez, it really kind of takes them out of their game. And so I'm sure that Buena coach Tim Gutierrez is going to, over this weekend, find some kind of a solution to kind of give the opportunity for Noah to be successful.
You're seeing now the presentation of the Suzanne Brown Memorial Trophy. Suzanne was a teacher and cheerleading coach at Ventura High. Attended and played basketball for Buena, where Suzanne had been a cheerleader, a graduate of. Mrs. Brown in 1986 tragically killed by a drunk driver in a collision along with her younger son, Jonah Brown, her father, Jack Rawls, and Jamal's girlfriend, Dia Ray Rounds. They were returning from Jamal's basketball game in Beverly Hills when the accident occurs. The two schools came together and created a memorial trophy in her honor that represents camaraderie as well as sportsmanship. And for the sixth consecutive season, it resides in Ventura with a Cougar team that has to have a ton of confidence heading into the CIF postseason.
Yep, no question about it.
It is a memorable night for the guys in the black and gold. 52-13 is your final score in the final regular season edition of the VCS Preps Game of the Week with the Ventura County Star. Derry Eads, it's been an absolute pleasure to call the game for you, filling in for Danny Page on this last week of the regular season. Danny, hope you enjoyed the out-of-town wedding with your friends. To Anthony Placencia as well, the cameraman who brought you all the great looks and visuals from what was a special evening at Buena High School. Seemingly all of Ventura turned out in their black and blue or gold and black. For the Cougars, it's a Channel League championship regular season. 9-1, 4-0 in conference play. Postseason awaits both teams. For all the latest, be sure to follow along on Twitter, twitter.com/VCSPreps. And of course, be sure to visit VCSPreps.com for full post-game coverage of tonight's game, brought to you by Joe Curley. As every other game around the county, the Ventura County Star is your source for high school football moving into the CIF postseason, of course, all year long. It's been a pleasure to bring you this evening's contest. My name is Eric Evelhawk. Once again, your final score, the Ventura Cougars 54, the Buena Bulldogs 13. Thanks for watching, and have a great evening. Good night.